Story time, lesson 110. I thought it would be really fun since we let our butterflies go today and we're kind of finished with learning about our butterflies that we would do a story about butterflies today. So today we're going to do the story called Pinkalicious and the Little Butterfly. Spring had sprung and the flowers were in bloom. Mommy said I could pick some on the way to school to bring to my teacher, Miss Penny. We also know Miss Penny, don't we? I carefully put the flowers on my table. I couldn't wait for Miss Penny to see my pink bouquet. When Miss Penny entered the classroom, she was holding a big box filled with twigs and leaves. Allison and I looked at each other in surprise. What was Miss Penny doing? "Good morning, class," Miss Penny said. "I have a surprise for you." She set the box on her desk and invited us to come take a closer look. I peered into the box and saw, "Ew, worms," Tiffany shrieked. "Cool," Jack said. Miss Penny laughed. "They're not worms, they're caterpillars. One day soon, they will turn into beautiful monarch butterflies." Two of the caterpillars had black, white, and yellow stripes. They were munching on leaves. The third caterpillar was beautiful emerald green. He scooted up and down the twig like a little race car. "How can something so small become a beautiful, colorful butterfly?" I asked. "Well, with the right food and love, they will," Miss Penny promised. "Would you like to hold a caterpillar?" I nodded and slipped my pinky into the box. The green one crawled onto my finger and wiggled around on my palm. I had the perfect name for him. "His name is Wiggles," I said. "Hi, Wiggles," Allison said. "Welcome to our school." Miss Penny saw the flowers I had brought in earlier. "Did you know that caterpillars like to eat milkweed?" she said. "I brought them for you," I said. "Well, I think there's enough to share, don't you?" asked Miss Penny. So I put some milkweed carefully into the caterpillar house. I wasn't sure, but I really thought that Wiggles was smiling. Over the next few weeks, I took extra special care of Wiggles and his friends. I brought them fresh milkweed every day. Allison helped me put it in the cage. Sometimes I would sing a song to Wiggles about an itsy-bitsy caterpillar climbing up a water spout. I even drew pictures of Wiggles in my art class. I loved Wiggles. One morning, I came in early to put leaves into the caterpillar house. But Wiggles wasn't there. His friends were also missing. Miss Penny," I cried. "Someone stole the caterpillars." Miss Penny hurried over and looked into the box, and then she smiled. "They're not stolen. They're still here." She pointed to 3 little teardrops hanging from the twig. "Those are their cocoons, and the caterpillars are sleeping inside. In a few days, they will break open, and the next time you see the caterpillars, they will look very different." Over the next few days, the entire class watched and waited. Lila sharpened her pencil 10 times so she could check on the box. Jack scooted his chair much closer to it. I looked at my pictures of Wiggles. I really, really missed my caterpillar. "Look," Molly said after lunch, "the cocoons are moving." We all hurried over to watch. Soon, 2 orange butterflies sat on a twig. But the pink cocoon didn't move. Once the butterflies could fly, Miss Penny lifted the lid of the box and opened the windows, and the butterflies flew all around the room, and then out the window they went. I looked at Wiggles' cocoon, and I was worried. Would I ever see my wiggly friend again? home that night, I couldn't stop thinking about Wiggles. Were his wings stuck? Was he lonely? Did he have enough food? I drew a fairy princess riding a magnificent butterfly. Maybe if I showed Wiggles my picture tomorrow, he would come out and fly for us. "What's wrong, Pinkalicious?" Daddy said as he entered my room that night. I told him about Wiggles, and he gave me a hug. "I'm sure Wiggles will have his wings in no time," he said. Daddy read me an extra bedtime story and fluttered his eyelashes against my cheek. "That's a butterfly kiss," he said. "It brings good luck." The next morning I rushed to school and I hurried over to the box. The last cocoon had split open, but there wasn't an orange butterfly in the box. Let's see what was in there. It was a pink butterfly. "Wiggles," I gasped. Wiggles delicately flapped his pink-tastic wings. He gently fluttered from twig to flowers. "You can't be called Wiggles anymore," I said. "From now on, I am going to call you Flutterby." When the bell rang for recess, Miss Penny carefully picked up the box and we went outside. "Pinkalicious, would you like to do the honors?" she asked. I came forward and gently lifted the lid. Flutterby gracefully flew out of the box. He swooped around me, then flit onto my head before he soared upward, stretching his wings. "Flutterby, my butterfly," I called out to a friend. He dipped his antenna to say goodbye before sailing off into the blue sky. And that's what happened to our butterflies this morning. Off they went into the blue sky, and Miss Helly hopes she's going to see them around her yard. It's fun to raise butterflies. Maybe Mom, one of these days, would let you get some caterpillars and do them at home. It's really, really fun to watch them in person. Mr. John and I have really enjoyed it.